Today, I'm sad for our nation, for the tragedy of the crash, for the remarks made by President Trump. And I'm sad for what I call the saga over the Potomac. I want you to hear what true professionalism sounds like. This is a few minutes of the air traffic controllers communicating with the aircraft. I want you to hear exactly what professionalism sounds like in the night skies over DC. Now let's watch this video together.
79, contact Stone Park, good day.
Okay.
American 3130, slow the funnel.
Well, American 3130.
Pass 25, traffic just south of Wilson Bridge to CRJ at 1,200 feet, start runway 33. Dispatch proof. American 1630, tower runway 1, lot void, traffic throughout, start runway 33, dispatch 16 mile funnel.
Runway 1.
Whiskey 5307, keep rolling out to November, ground 47, good day. American 1630, wind star 320 to 14, exhaust 25, traffic 2 mile left base, runway 33, no delay, runway 13 for immediate takeoff.
Number 1, cleared for takeoff, American 1630.
Pass 25, get the CRJ in sight. Pass 25, pass behind the CRJ. Good separate.
American 4782 by Baton now for an visual.
American 472, Washington, one star 320 17.
This is wind. Tower, did you see that?
American 472. American 3130, go around, turn left end 250, climb maintain 3000.
Okay, left heading 350, 3000, American 3130.
Tower, Boost Streak 5347 is on final. Request runway 33, circle to 33.
Second heading for American 3130.
American 3130, go around, turn left end 270, climb maintain 3000.
270 on the heading, 3000, American 3130.
American 472, cancel landing clearance for runway 1, continue. American 472, cancel approach clearance for runway 1, continue.
Approach clearance canceled, we're continuing. Blue Streak 5305, I assume you saw that over by house.
Affirmative.
Clarify what you want 478 to do. Are we going around or are we continuing?
05, maintain 3000.
American 472 is going around, we're going to climb maintain.
That was pure professionalism. In the face of an unfolding tragedy, the voices you heard remained steady, calm, and focused. They knew lives were at stake. Their training kicked in, and they didn't falter. No blame, no panic, just action. But what does unpresidential sound like? Let's listen to President Trump at his first press conference following the crash. But before we play this, I want to apologize. This will take a few minutes due to the rambling and incoherent sentences. But I want you to hear the way that our president currently sounds.
In the knowledge that their journey ended not in the cold waters of the Potomac, but in the warm embrace of a loving God. We do not know what led to this crash, but we have some very strong opinions and ideas, and I think we'll probably state those opinions now. Because over the years I've watched as things like this happen and they say, well, we're always investigating, and then the investigation 3 years later, they announce it. We think we have some pretty good ideas, but we'll find out how this disaster occurred and we'll ensure that nothing like this ever happens again. We will state certain opinions, however. I'm also immediately appointing an acting commissioner to the FAA, Christopher Rocheleau, a 22-year veteran of the agency, highly respected. Christopher, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We must have only the highest standards for those who work in our aviation system. I changed the Obama standards from very mediocre at best to extraordinary. You remember that. Only the highest aptitude, they have to be the highest intellect and psychologically superior people were allowed to qualify for air traffic controllers. That was not so prior to getting there. When I arrived in 2016, I made that change very early on because I always felt this was a job that, and other jobs too, but this was a job that had to be superior intelligence. And We didn't really have that, and we had it. And then when I left office and Biden took over, he changed them back to lower than ever before. I put safety first. Obama, Biden, and the Democrats put policy first. And they put politics at a level that nobody's ever seen, because this was the lowest level. Their policy was horrible, and their politics was even worse, by the way. And my administration will set the highest possible bar for aviation safety. We have to have our smartest people. It doesn't matter what they look like, how they speak, who they are. It matters intellect, talent, the word talent. They have to be talented, naturally talented geniuses. You can't have regular people doing that job. They won't be able to do it. But we'll restore faith in American air travel. I'll have more to say about that. I do want to point out that various articles that appeared prior to my entering office, and here's one. The FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities. That is amazing. And then it says FAA says people with severe disabilities are most underrepresented segment of the workforce, and they want them in, and they want them, they can be air traffic controllers. I don't think so. This was in January 14th, so that was a week before I entered office. They put a big push to put diversity into the FAA's program. Then another article, the Federal Aviation Administration, this was before I got to office, recently, second term. The FAA is actively recruiting workers who suffer severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and other mental and physical conditions under a diversity and inclusion hiring initiative spelled out on the agency's website. They wanted to make it even more so. And then I came in, and I assume maybe this is the reason. The FAA, which is overseen by Secretary Pete Buttigieg, a real winner. That guy's a real winner. Do you know how badly everything's run since he's run this Department of Transportation? He's a disaster. He was a disaster as a mayor. He ran his city into the ground, and he's a disaster now. He's just got a good line of bullshit. The Department of Transportation is government agency charged with regulating civil aviation. Well, he runs it, 45,000 people, and he's run it right into the ground with his diversity. But we had a situation where you had a helicopter that had the ability to stop. I have helicopters. You can stop a helicopter very quickly. It had the ability to go up or down. It had the ability to turn. And the turn it made was not the correct turn, obviously. It did somewhat the opposite of what it was told. We don't know that that would have been the difference because the timing was so tight. It was so little. There was so little time to think. But what you did have is you had vision. The helicopter had vision of the plane because you had vision of it all the way, perfect vision of it all the way from at Kennedy Center where the tape was taken.
Now let me explain what just happened. I'm positive that Trump was sitting in a room with some extremely intelligent aviation specialists who were likely wargaming different scenarios, trying to explain the complexities of this incident. But, as I said in an earlier post, and you can find that link in the description below, Trump listens to subject matter experts that just long enough to repeat the words like a second grader, like he was the authority. Helicopters can stop. I have helicopters. I'm not sure what that brought to the table. But this isn't the insight of a leader or a strategist. It's someone parroting ideas without understanding them, and that's dangerous. But let's go back to the raw audio for a moment.
American 3130, go around, turn left in 250, climb maintain 3000.
Okay, left heading 350, 3000, American 3130.
Tower, Blue Streak, 5347 is on final. Request runway 33, circle to 33.
Second heading for American 3130.
American 3130, go around to left and 2705, maintain 3000.
270 on the heading, 3000, American 3130.
American 3130, contact approach on 1895.
1895, American 3130. 5347 is on final request, circle to 33.
Blue Street 5347, go around, climb, maintain 3000, fly
3000
heading, go around 3000, Blue Streak 5347.
American 3130, contact approach, no, shoot, standby.
Crash, crash, crash. This is alert 3. Crash, crash, crash. This is alert 3. Crash, crash, crash. This is alert 3. Oh, shit.
Where's the alert 3?
It is off the approaching the runway 33. Approaching the runway 33. Helicopter crash. Helicopter. Yes, he copies.
Copy out this morning.
Crash, crash, crash. This is alert 3. 2 helicopters. Helicopter CRJ approaching the runway 33. Helicopter CRJ. Where are we? The approaching runway 33, a mile off final. Crash, crash, crash. Kilo CRJ approaching 33. Okay.
How many tolls on board?
We don't have any of that information. One for taxi 301. I was reporting a CRJ and a helicopter crash on the Potomac River.
Can we go ahead and hold all operations till we have emergency units respond? We're going to go ahead and show the aerodrome closed.
Yeah, that's affirmative. Hold all operations, aerodrome closed.
Blue Sheep 5347, turn right heading 0, Harrison. Blue Sheep 5347, turn right heading 120.
120 on heading, Blue Streak 5347.
And everybody just hold your positions, please, on the field right now.
Got South 43, ready for taxi.
Everyone's going to have to hold for down. I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Fire command, the accident happened in the river. Both the helicopter and the plane crashed in the river. It's east of the approach end of runway 33.
Is the airfield closed?
Yes, the airfield is closed. The airfield is closed.
Runways as well?
Yes, all runways are closed. Nobody's landing. No one's moving at all.
And we have clearance across all taxiways and runways, correct?
Yes, you have clearance through the whole field, all taxiways and runways.
So they just realized that 2 aircraft have collided. At this moment, the people you're listening to know that somewhere between 100 and 500 souls are gone. Now they've got over 3,000 passengers in the air, circling Washington, D.C., waiting for clearances, and yet they don't break stride. They keep going. And listen closely. These are voices of men and women, different ethnicities, backgrounds, and accents. This is diversity in action, not just diversity of identity, but diversity of skill. United for a single goal. Get planes underground. Saving lives. Now let's listen to an unpresidential answer to a question about going to the site to talk to first responders. This is an unfiltered, almost demented response by Trump.
Have you spoken to any of the families of the victims of the plane crash?
I don't want to comment on that.
Do you have a plan to go visit the site or meet with any of the
I
first
have a plan
responders?
to visit, not the site, because You tell me, what's the site? The water?
Or to meet
Want
with the
me to go
first
swimming?
responders down there?
I don't have a plan to do that, but I will be meeting with some people that were very badly hurt with their family member, obviously, but I'll be meeting with some of the families, yeah.
This is the difference between professionalism and unpresidential. One side facing crisis steps up with clarity, focus, and purpose. The other facing questions, deflects, blames, and jokes.
Or to meet with the first responders.
What kind of leadership would you want when lives are on the line? I'll just leave you with that question. If you found this analysis valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Follow me on Substack. I put a lot of stuff out there on a daily basis. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to chatting next time.